Hi, I'm State Representative Tony Hwang, and I'm here with three absolutely special people that are advocates, passionate supporters, and just heroes in regards to the mental illness support arena. And then we have Cathy Hamill, who is a dear personal friend, but also a teacher, and more importantly, a parent and a caregiver, and a advocate in raising awareness that mental illness is an important issue in our community. Cathy, truly, and I'm going to repeat again, you are one of the educators to me in knowing you as someone that I respect and admire greatly, for you to share with me the experiences you went through, and for you to have taught me and made me aware about this stuff in regards to how much it impacts people, how much it impacts people that you love. And I think Judy mentioned a point, and I want you to follow up on that, is Judy said, I was at my wit's end. I was at a crisis. That's what led me to go to NAMI. Was that also the situation for you?
Yeah, I think most people who manifest with a mental illness, it's more in the late teens, early 20s. Many parents, as you said, it can be disguised. Some parents may have some behavior that happen with their child, and they may say, well, you know, they are leaving for college, they are, you know, making transition, and, you know, in my case, I didn't even see my child very often, because in high school you don't, you know, they're going to school, they're playing sports, they're doing this and that. And so I think that a lot of people, once this manifests, they are suddenly in something that they have absolutely no idea what they're dealing with. And it can be very frightening. And I think that each person in a family addresses it differently. You know, one person may accept it and want to get as educated as you want. It's not unusual for other family members to deny that this is, you know, what it is. So I think that once we as a family started to get a little bit of counseling on that, it was very helpful. And once I got involved with NAMI and saw that there are so many resources, it was a real eye-opener. But when I came to meetings and heard other people's stories, I also felt like we weren't alone. And there are so many people who try to manage this, and the stigma that's attached does not allow for us to talk about this in an open forum. And so you have people who are living with mental illness who don't want to own it. And as an educator, I am really trying to advocate for more education in the schools, so that kids can own this without feeling that others are critical of them or stigmatizing them. But B, I'd like to try to find ways to gently introduce the language at a younger age, because the stigma is established, I think, in our generation, and people are willing to listen. But I think that the real success will be with the younger generation coming up. Their better understanding will allow for more people to be empathetic, to recognize warning signs, to know where to go for support services, and to accept a person who has mental illness as someone who, oh, you know, this person has diabetes and this person has cancer. And I share sometimes with my students that when I was younger, the word cancer was not even used, because they would call it the C word because of fear. And fear is mystery. And once you take the mystery out, you know, people talk about cancer today, and it's not the same stigma that it once had. That's where we want to go with mental illness, so that people can accept this.